Hi, I'm Jonathan. I started this channel to destigmatize schizophrenia. I want to talk about schizophrenia and I want to talk about um, why it should be destigmatized. And this channel will explore, um, I'm hoping it'll explore other people's journeys as well as mine, the process of it, the different kinds of schizophrenia. Um, that there shouldn't be so much fear revolving around the idea of schizophrenia, that it doesn't mean that everyone's necessarily a monster or crazy. I just want to also share that I'm not a doctor of any kind. I'm just speaking from experience and just things that I've learned myself. I've taken some notes, so maybe that can kind of guide me through this process of explaining things. Um, I'm hoping that this channel will enlighten people, um, just have a different look on schizophrenia, and I guess exploring my life story. Um, and hopefully through that I can um, educate people. And yeah, I'm sure people are pretty curious about schizophrenia in general. So, especially if you've been diagnosed or you know somebody who has been diagnosed. I was diagnosed late 2014, so around 10 to 11 years ago. Um, I was diagnosed. Initially it was a psychotic disorder, but eventually it was more schizophrenia. That was the diagnosis. Um, for me, so the one big thing I'm going to explain on this channel is that not everybody has hallucinations, auditory hallucinations, or visual hallucinations. Schizophrenia can manifest in different forms. For me, it was more disorganized thinking, and paranoia is typically the one of the symptoms. Um, it was a bit, it was a relief at the time, but it was also a little bit scary. Um, it was a relief because I was going through a lot of things that were not explained, and I was acting in a way um, that couldn't really be explained either. But yes, it's good no matter what you have or what you're going through that you can kind of label it. Sometimes you do need labels in order um, to move through things or to understand how to get better. The struggles I had, so usually people that are diagnosed with schizophrenia, they're given a antipsychotic. For me, I had to try several antipsychotics, and the first one that I tried was again. So it's good to explain that it takes time for antipsychotics to work. You don't just try it and you automatically feel better. It takes time. So basically, I was on one. I think it was risperidone, which I'll probably talk more in another video about different medications that I've been on. Um, it was risperidone, and basically, what would happen with these antipsychotics that weren't really working very well, um, I'd start to get tremors, like I would be shaky, and it would be like this restlessness that would make it really hard to relax or go to sleep or to just like cope. My psychiatrist would have to give me a different one. Um, so then I would try something else, and I think I can't exactly remember off the top of my head what the second one is, but I'm going to go through that in a different video. Um, so those were the struggles that I had in the beginning, and I'd say that's a really big important step is to find the medication that works for you. So keep that in mind. If you feel like you have schizophrenia, or you're diagnosed with schizophrenia, or you know someone, just really help yourself or help them, or to get on the right medication, to find something that works, because something will work, and that's basically to get through, to help those symptoms, alleviate those symptoms, and it takes time, but the quicker you catch it, the better. So what did I do? Yeah, so basically I just, I'm on a medication. I've been on medication for like 10 years. And I'm going to go over that again. Sorry, I don't want to get into it too much on this video. Like I said, I would journal things, write down how you feel on the medication. Writing down any symptoms that you're concerned about, and bring that to your doctor, just so you can remember it. Because when you start getting psychotic symptoms, it's really hard to think properly or think straight. And so writing things down, it would have been really helpful for me. I don't think I did that till later on, but I would totally recommend to writing things down. I didn't have a notebook or something to turn to, or when I was going through the symptoms, this will be another video as well, I solved things in the way that I knew how to solve it. So I didn't know much about mental illness. I knew there was disabilities and such, but I didn't really know what schizophrenia was. So I didn't really know until I saw a psychiatrist that I was like, okay, this is really something that I can label it and I can understand it. And it was brought to my attention that my disorganized thinking was causing a lot of issues with me as well. So I didn't see that, but afterwards, that would have been an indication. And it took some time. Even after I was diagnosed, I tried escaping it somehow. I tried running away from it. I tried dealing with it in different ways that weren't helpful. Again, I had slight visual hallucinations, but they were very subtle in the beginning. But I didn't really continue to have them, as like some people describe it in a way that I don't really connect with. I mean, I don't completely. I haven't experienced that in the way that they have. So yeah, mine is more disorganized thinking. That's a big one. That's a big one to go over in another video. But common misconceptions of schizophrenia. People use schizophrenia to define people that are crazy, which is like, for me, it's really kind of offensive. I don't get super offended over things, but ever since I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, I felt like I needed to be kind of a bit of a voice for it, whenever it kind of came up. Not to say like I respond to people online, but if it kind of comes into my sphere of relationships and such, and it's used in the wrong way, I feel like I need to correct it because it's not used right. I'm fairly lighthearted about a lot of things, but schizophrenia shouldn't be used as a definition for being crazy. That has to really change. Like I said, it doesn't mean crazy. Schizophrenia, it's really something that means people need help in some sort of way. It's not their fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's largely genetics, but it can also be other things. It shouldn't be a shameful word. people should be more enlightened about schizophrenia so they can help other people, help their family, help their friends, help themselves. And that's the big reason why I'm making this channel, or I made this channel, is because it's totally wrong the way schizophrenia is being used. And people seem to want to lock people away that have schizophrenia, or they feel they need to be locked away. And this is just like years of conditioning and such. And anyways, so yeah, I'm going to make more videos on these topics. I have more ideas and things I want to talk about, but I thought I would just kind of go over the basics and just a bit of my early early years of being diagnosed as schizophrenic. Yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.